a complete circle. Everything. I am Shannon Green, trainer at Fake Fitness. Stay tuned on my video right here on SocialGoats.
Say one thing before we start the show too. If you're not having a good time, wait. If you're not having a good time, you're wasting your time.
Situationships and all things. Thank you so much.
Hey, what's going on? Thanks for sticking in with that super long introduction. But you are now tuned in to Unplugged ReUp with the SocialGoats. We got J.Brown in the building. J.Brown has topped the R&B charts like 4 times, right? Well, the Billboard charts, right? 4 times, and like the newest song out now is Vibe, and that one also topped the top, well, peak 15, the top 15 of the Adult R&B Billboard Charts. So that's amazing. So how are you feeling, J.Brown? Welcome.
Oh, hey, thanks for having me. I feel good. It's all a blessing, man. Doing what I love to do, man, it's nothing better. Not many people can say the same, but fortunately enough, God has blessed me. So,
Yeah, absolutely. I know that your journey along your musical path has been like ups and downs, right?
Maybe. I don't know. No, not really.
Not really?
Not really, no. Mm-mm. I mean, there's always hurdles, but not really, nothing major.
Gotcha. And those hurdles to everything though, right? Like everything that's worth it. It doesn't come easy. So
right.
So it's good that you keep persevering through and keep pushing through to be at the top, because that does take time and talent. So that's amazing. So tell us, like, where did you start your musical journey as an artist?
I started in my father's church singing gospel music. Singing gospel music, playing the organ. That's like where all the roots came from, And then from there, it just kind of progressed into me singing R&B. The more I did it, the more I fell in love with R&B. I still love gospel as well, but R&B has just always been a part of my life.
So you were singing in the church pretty young, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
So it's in you, like in your blood.
Absolutely. in my blood. I couldn't have said it better. You know, it's something apart. It's stuck with me. You know, like my DNA coding. It's just who I am. And you know, just like you or anybody else, man, I enjoy music.
Right. Yeah, I dibble dabble in music a little bit. I'm more an instrument person though. I play instruments. Singing, no.
Oh,
Like
dope. So we gotta do a collab, man. We gotta do a collab.
yeah, we'll have to try to do something.
Oh, so
As
you
long as I'm not on
playing?
the mic.
You playing? You ain't ready.
Long as I'm not on the mic, I don't want to hurt anybody's eardrums. I'll play all day, but singing, no. Like I'm one of those people who sing in the shower.
That's where it starts.
That's about it. Yeah, but for me, that's where it stops too.
That's messed up. Oh man, but I respect it.
So, like, describe your style as an artist. Like, how do you feel you are as an R&B artist, or just a musical artist in general?
I'm just, you know, a guy who, as cliche as this may sound, I believe in love. Like I'm a hopeless romantic, and I try to incorporate romance and how a man should treat a woman, or you know, or what my definition of love is, and inside like everything that I create. Uh, my style of music is just something that's familiar. You know, I have like an old school sound, but I'm changing that up now because some people have gotten it so misconstrued to the point of thinking that, oh, no. I'm switching that up with my new EP, man, so people would know like, okay, there's more to him than just what people have seen with these 4 Billboard charted singles. So yeah, I just be on the lookout. But as of right now, my new single Vibe, like you mentioned, is number 15 on the R&B charts, R&B Billboard charts, and it's progressively just growing. So you know, I'm just thankful. I'm thankful right now. You know, just to do what I love.
Yeah, like, and it's a pretty dope song. Like I've listened to it pretty often, especially summer coming up. It feels like a summer song to me.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. Appreciate it.
Yeah, like just like I'm ready when I go on vacation soon. Now that all these restrictions are starting to come down, I'm just ready to go vibing in the pool or something. Even though I can't swim, but hey, I'll stand up. No, like I'll stand in 3 feet lane. Well, you'll have to come teach me, because I don't know. I am in Atlanta.
Everybody in Atlanta, man.
Yes. Where are you? You're in.
I ain't too far.
Are you in Detroit? Or are you from Detroit?
I'm from Detroit. I live in California, though. I've been in Cali now for 6 years.
Oh, okay, cool. And did you go to Grambling?
Yep, Grambling and University of Michigan.
Okay, cool. I went to Louisiana Tech, so I was like right.
Oh, Tech.
We were like right next door. Yeah.
I got a lot of frat Tech. You know?
Yeah. You know how it is, Tech and Graham, like go to parties here, go to parties there.
Yep. That's crazy. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that is crazy. Look, we got a comment here in chat. Darian says, who are some of your influences in music?
I didn't even know we were live. I thought this was like, clearly it says live, but some people have pre-recorded. But no, I'm glad you asked that. You said my influences. So
yeah.
I would say my influences are like Aretha Franklin, Sam Cooke, Donny Hathaway. Babyface is by far like my biggest inspiration. Erykah Badu, Jill Scott is my favorite female artist, and I love Ari Lennox. If we're gonna go new school, so that's pretty much it. That's
dope. Like, well, Babyface, he's like epic. So, which aspect is all of Babyface an influence, like his songwriting and him as an artist, or just one aspect of him? Because he has, like, he's like big.
Everything about everything I know of, like he's a calm type of spirit. He's like a kind of guy who refuses to stay around drama. Like He's a strong believer in love. His temperament, everything about him matches me. It's really weird, man. I don't even know how to describe it, but yeah, it's Babyface, undeniably. Yeah.
Yeah, I really love Babyface's music and things that he's produced, and he's produced
Everybody.
like everybody, especially in the 90s, like almost every song in the 90s was
Babyface.
Babyface.
And
Like,
everything.
yeah, just looking at the verses, when he did the verses, that was so funny. But he had so many hits. Yeah.
Hit after hit. Hit after hit, man.
Hit after hit, hit maker. So like you have some other songs out now too. And one of those songs, well, let me rewind. You have some other songs that hit the top of the Billboard charts. And one of those songs is Moon. What is Moon about?
Moon is about, somebody knocking at my door. My bad. Moon is about so relationships, sometimes you have a lot of distractions. I mean, I've been in a situation like that where I've had a few distractions, but Moon is primarily talking about a guy and a woman focusing on each other, going to a place where it's just them two and them two alone, where they can eliminate all BS and focus on what matters. Them building, structuralizing their relationship so it will inevitably turn into a marriage. So that's basically what Moon is. It's just about a song that's focusing on the woman and the man and eventually falling so deeply in love that you guys are, willing to risk it all and get married.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Like, do you think that still exists in this world?
In all honesty, I mean, I think it still exists, but it's the BS. We're so like, man, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, we're so like, we're living in strange times. I guess that's the best way to sum it up. And people no longer believe in what I used to consider, by definition, well, what I consider real love, or real love that should exist nowadays, isn't what people commonly focus on. It's just more so about hookups and short-term situations. But I don't know, man. It's strange times we live in. That's a good question.
Yeah, it is a lot of hookups, and so that, like, your song Moon kind of is different from the culture, but it's dope because that's what it should be, right?
Yeah,
and so there's
Oh, go ahead, my bad.
Oh no, go ahead. I was just gonna say there's like 2 questions in chat, but you can finish and I'll tell you what those are. They have questions for you.
Yeah, I just think, like a lot of people nowadays, like I said, they focus on the temporary. And I think if you want something sustainable, and if marriage is the goal, then you should take the proper time that it takes to get to know someone, to focus on all the things that matter, a friendship. And then from there, I think progressively, if you stay diligent in your approach, you'll have success in that relationship. But if not, and you focus on, how fast I can get in this woman's pants, or how fast a woman can get in the guy's pants, or whatever the situation is, I think inevitably it will fail. So, yeah.
Yeah, right on. And I guess it depends on people's goals too, because some people's goals are just to do exactly what you just said, and some people's goals are to build. So it just depends, I guess, on people's goals. So there's 2 questions, one by Labrie, one by Darian, and based on what we're talking on, I'm gonna do Darian's question first. And his question is, do you believe that love is represented in music today as it was in the past?
Okay, that's a good question, Darren, but it's also a broad one. So when you say represented, in the sense of, I'm assuming like how music once made us all feel back in the day, like the music that actually had like substance to it, or are you saying like, I'm just trying to see which direction he's going in with that question. Like,
Right.
Like represented in what sense? Like negatively or positively? I don't know how fast he can respond to that, but
Let's see. And then, so while we're waiting on him, Labrie, she went back to, is there anyone that you look forward to working with?
yeah, I'm looking forward to work with you, Bree. Come on, let's get some songs in. What you talking about? Forget everybody else now. But if you're an artist, we can collab. But no, I'm looking forward to working with Babyface. I'm confident that's gonna happen. That's looking really good. I would love to work with my
Oh,
boy
that's dope.
Jaheim again. I miss my boy Jaheim, man. I want to work with him again.
Yeah,
I want to.
he's been a little out of the game a little bit.
Yeah, he's focusing on him. I used to be signed to
Yes.
Jaheim, so I know him very well.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's my dog. But I would say as of right now, probably I would love to collab with Ari Lennox, Jill Scott, Erica Badu. I said Babyface, right? I'm quite sure I did. So,
Right.
yeah, those are pretty much and Lucky Day. I like Lucky Day too. So like those are like the top people that I would love to collab with.
It sounds like you like a little neo soul.
Yeah, I do. I'm huge. Like Eric Roberson, Jill Scott, Erica Badu. There's so many of them. There's a ton of neo soul artists out here. But yeah,
Yeah,
I love
neo
it.
soul is it's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Darian said, to your question, your first response to that, do you believe that love is represented in music today as it was in the past? I honestly don't remember your first response, but if you do.
Man, my bad, Darren. I don't even know what. I think I said in what sense, negatively or positively. I'll just say this to some. Maybe this is. I don't know. It could properly answer your question. In my opinion, music isn't represented in the sense of like when people back in the day, they would focus on like real life issues, injustices and heartbreaking things that were obviously relatable and things that made sense. I mean, when I say make sense, like some people may have an entirely different opinion, but people who really and strongly listen to like real R&B back in the day, like they know what I'm talking about. Like in terms of the modern day R&B, if that's what you want to refer to it as, I don't think it's represented in the correct sense, because it takes away from what people once considered real R&B, and people get lost in the sauce. Like they'll listen to a hip hop song and say, "Oh, that's R&B," or someone singing with all this auto-tune and all these vocal enhancers, and they'll say, "Oh, that's R&B." It's like, yo, that is not R&B, man. Like Jacquees, I like Jacquees. I think he's cool in his lane. No hating against the brother because he's a brother and he's out doing what he enjoys doing. But when he made the statement about he was the king of R&B, I think Babyface is the king of R&B, but like Jacquees, his music isn't what I would consider like real R&B. I think it's cool for this day and age we're living in, but like for me, I don't think that what we're listening to now was represented correctly. I think we have very few artists out here who actually still believe in like that organic R&B sound. So try to condense it down for you, Darren, but shit, that's a tough one to answer, brother.
He said Chris Brown is one person that I feel still gives that love thing, tells a story compared to, and then exactly that's it. So as he's saying, like you said it.
Yeah, no, I agree with you too, man. Like Chris Brown, Chris Brown is just dope, man. But he's like a combination of a few things,
Yeah,
like,
he is.
He's not like I mean, and granted, this was a group, but like, how Drew Hill, their songs, which by the way, Babyface wrote a lot of those. that old school, you know, that R&B that I grew up on, man. Chris Brown doesn't give me that feel, but he could do it. But he gives me more of a pop slash some
Right.
form of R&B, you know. But it's still dope. It's still dope. I ain't taking
Yeah.
nothing from Chris Brown because I think he's incredibly talented, man.
Yeah, I would put him more in the pop lane too. He's still dope, but I would put him more in the pop lane.
Yeah,
And I guess dance
pop too,
tracks.
you know.
Yeah, because yeah, he's more in the pop area more
He
than
is.
like soul. And if he is R&B, more like I wouldn't even say contemporary, maybe like I don't know. He has some R&B, but he's definitely not soul R&B.
No, not soul R&B, but he could do it if he wanted to. But that's
Yeah, he could.
that's not his lane, you know. Chris is winning. He gonna continue winning for years to come.
Right. Right. So, have you ever had a fan do anything crazy to you?
Yeah, I had a mother and a daughter kind of proposition me after a show.
Oh, wow.
I mean, we're all grown here, so you ask a question like that.
Right.
That's the only thing that resonates in my neurons up until this day. Like I think like I've thought about that quite a few times. Not the fact that I wanted to do it, but it was just the fact that I couldn't believe that actually happened. I was like, what in the hell is happening here?
Right.
And
So, what did they like come like up
no,
to
it
you?
was like after the show, and we were doing like a signing, and like I was doing a merchandise thing, and they just yeah, you know, so I love that. I hear you on the radio all the time, and my daughter thinks you're cute, and I was like, oh, thank you. You know, of course, I'm always appreciative, man. You know, anything anyone says positive,
Right.
and I wasn't expecting for it to go in that direction, and she was just like, what are you doing tonight? I'm gonna make this big dinner, and you know, it's actually in the oven right now. I was like, it's in the oven, it's gonna burn, and you know, I was kind of making jokes. And she was like, "Oh, you're funny too." She's kind of laughing like you a little bit, and then her
Hey,
daughter.
I don't know if I want to be put in that lane though.
No, just the way you laugh. That's kind of how she was laughing when I said it's gonna burn. But
Yeah.
her daughter was like, "Well, you know, you want to come over and eat?" And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Well, no, I can't really do that." And then her mom just came out with it, and it was like, "What the?" Yeah.
Wow.
And people heard it too. So people who were in line waiting for like to take a picture, they're like, "Did they just proposition you to?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, you know, that's the craziest thing.
Yeah, that is crazy. Especially that kind of reminds me of like some Lifetime stuff. Like, hey, it's the food is here. Come on over.
Yeah, like you about to
And then
do
you get locked in
some
the
get out
basement.
trickery. Yeah, it was weird. Oh no, well then there was another time when a woman I brought her on stage and I don't know how she pulled this off. She did have a dress on though. She took off her panties and then
Oh
I like
wow.
I turned away. I turned away because I was like doing something like in the direction of the crowd, and then I like came back to focusing on her. And then by the time I came to focus, I heard them like making all this noise, but I thought they were doing it because what I was doing I thought it was because I was focusing on them, but then it was really the woman taking off her panties. And so she was taking them off, and then by the time I turned around, she put her panties all in my face, man. I was like, "What the?"
Oh
Yeah,
heck
that was
no. That
yeah.
is wow.
I should have. I do like this segment at some of my shows, like when I like start singing a bunch of Jodeci songs, and I think that's what did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh
should have done
yeah.
that.
You know Jodeci does it all the time. Jodeci, H-Town.
Oh man, H
You
Town,
sing any
yeah,
of those songs, it's over.
yep.
But they
Hmm.
say Patty's on the stage.
It was yo,
There's
it was crazy. I
Sir.
was like,
I don't know if you know Sir Charles. What is his name? He
yeah,
has a part in his show where he actually like, because it's a part of his song. He has like these huge draws, and he like steps in them.
what?
It's wild. I can't explain it, but it was crazy. Like when I saw it. Not Sir Charles. I said the wrong person. Gosh, it's like an old blues singer, and I can't think of his name right now for anything. But you know, the blues, they go into some stuff.
They say some of everything. They talk about
They
all sorts
say
of stories.
everything.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So tell everybody where they can find you, where they can find, follow you, where they can find your music? How can they connect and download that
Yeah,
song that's out?
okay, for sure. So if you guys are still in here, if you'd be so kind of follow me on Instagram and TikTok. All my social media handles are J.Brown Music only. And actually, she just placed it in there. So you can follow me on all social media outlets. That would be great. In terms of my music, it's on all downloadable platforms. Google Play, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, anything you could think of where you can download music, my music is on there. So support me. Download my EP, which is entitled Forever Yours. I'm focused on my new one, which will be released the end of spring. And if you guys could support me by checking out my new single Vibe, the number 15 R&B song in the country on Billboard Charts, I would greatly appreciate that. Stream it, tag me in it, tag me in it, with you listening to the song, whatever, man. Follow me, I'll follow you back. Let's just build, man. Support Black artists, support this queen, support her platform, and let's just keep it going, man. Positive vibes, positive energy.
Hey, thanks so much. Again, thanks so much for being on the show. We definitely gotta connect again when you release your new album coming up.
For sure.
Definitely connect on that. Again, thank you so much for being on here, sharing information about yourself so fans can get to know you a little better. And that's it. That's all I have.
That's all good. Well, what you gave me today was great. So I thank you, Queen. You just keep going and stay focused on your craft and keep believing, man. Striving for excellence.
Cool.
You make sure you follow me too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think I already have followed you.
Oh, really? Well, send me a DM so I can make sure I'm following you back.
Okay, cool. I'll do that.
All right, I appreciate you.
Thanks everybody. Make sure you follow us on SocialGoats at SocialGoats, any platform, and on the internet, www.socialgoats.org. Have a good one.